had a fantastic week and a fantastic month. Good evening once again. Welcome to everyone on the call this evening. And like I said, I believe we've had a fantastic week. I mean, it's 31st August, and I also want to feel we've had a fantastic month so far. Um, I mean, this is the month of August. We cannot deny the fact that the year is winding down so quickly. And it's really been amazing that we just have 4 months to go in the year. Wow. Did I shock somebody tonight? We've just got 4 months to go in the year.
Yeah.
So for me, the question of the year will be, how are we doing? How has the year been so far? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to go to the chat box quickly. We're going to really be interacting this evening. Yeah, I'd like to see you type in the chat box how the year has been. Either slow, fast, or normal. Yeah, for me, it's been super fast. So go to the chat box and type slow, fast, normal. How has the year been? Let's see. Who is on the chat box? Who is on the chat box? Okay. Somebody said it has been amazingly fast. This year has been so fast. Wow. The year has been, it's been so fast. Wow. Let it come. Keep coming. Keep bringing it on the chat box. It's been fast. Oh, okay. Somebody has cooled the temperature, says it's normal. It's been normal because we were all going so high. All right. Wow. Okay. Keep it coming in. Yeah, like I said, for me, it's been super fast. You know, I remember we just did Happy New Year some few months ago, and progressively fast. Wow, I like that. Progressively fast. Wow. I acknowledge the fact that it's been really fast for quite a lot of people. I thought it was going to be normal. So, I want us to just reflect, yeah, before we go into our training. You know, time does not wait for anyone at all, which is why it is very important for every time we have, we make the best use of it. So, in the next few hours or more that we're going to be here, or the few time that we're going to be spending together, let's make the best use of it. Time goes very fast. Time goes very fast. So let's learn to appreciate our fellow peace and conflict members. You know why? Before you know what is happening, it is next year. Oh, somebody said absolutely fast. Fast and target driven. Wow. To some, it's fast. To others, it's normal. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Whoa. Okay. So we need to appreciate our loved ones at home. And most importantly, we need to spend time on our self-development. Because this time runs so fast, we need to spend time on our self-development. Which is why I appreciate you all once again for taking the time to be here. So with that, I will say, let's take care of ourselves, let's develop ourselves, and welcome to this August meeting. Will I be wrong calling it August meeting? Janet, will I be wrong calling it August meeting?
No, not at all.
Okay, so all the guys, welcome to August meeting. Let me see if I'm going to be able to share my slides so that we will get started. My system seems to be a bit cranky. Whoa. Let's see what we've got. Are you able to see my slide?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this month, we are speaking on women in intelligence gathering, our continuous professional development training for August. Women in
See you.
intelligence gathering. All right, thank you. If you can't speak, if you can see my screen, you can just type one on the chat box and we will appreciate the fact that you can see it. Thank you. So like I said, we're going to be here for an hour or more. Yeah. Scratching the surface, trying to understand what women in intelligence gathering is all about. So I'll just do an intro here. Yeah, I like to say that women have long played a vital role in intelligence gathering. They've been leveraging their unique perspective and skills to gather critical information and to inform strategic decision making. Their contributions have been integral to global security and geopolitical stability. You know, women has this natural instinct thing in them. Like they will say here, oh, it's follow come, you know, they have this inbuilt thing. So that helps them to be able to function well in intelligence gathering. By way of introduction, my name is Uzo Okoli. Once again, everybody, welcome to this evening training discussion, as you may call it. Yeah, I said peace building is a complex endeavor. Now, it is not a simple and clear undertaking, nor is it complicated, and it should not be chaotic. The Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management Positive Framework is a particular approach which we take to positive peace. There's a framework that IGPC has, and that framework is towards positive peace. That framework is towards conflict management. That framework is towards global peace. It's an approach that people have followed, since inception of conflict management, and I am an admirer of that approach as a learning organization. Their work builds on lessons learned from previous years, and they are open to critiques and improving their many models. I mean, that's why we have even the continuous training, the monthly continuous training, because you keep learning in this organization, you keep learning in this institution. Yeah, the institute is expected and it focuses on building positive peace. Now, because my work is an individual level work, I adapt this framework to my context.
Ah,
Yeah.
Halima. So inside darkness, TV is playing itself.
Please, let's
Nana.
mute our mics, please. Let's mute our mics to avoid distraction.
Now, the most important contribution of this mental model is to give us a way to frame how we can personally contribute to building positive peace. The IGPCM model is formed and shaped in such a way that at the end of the day, it's to help us contribute to building peace, to managing conflict. That's what it does, basically. Now, I said here that I'm sharing my PowerPoint in full for two primary reasons. You can feel free to adapt my approach to your own work if it's applicable. And you can also go through them on your leisure to think deeply about the questions being asked. Now, our school system is, such that it tends to pit students against students. You see people doing, we compete with each other to get ahead, learning in social activities. We learn best when we learn from and with each other. When we collaborate, we can learn more. If we attempt the learning on our own, it will be like a fragmented individual. So looking at this picture, you can see, okay, let me not say what I see. I want somebody to say what they see. So who wants to say what they see? Can you put your hand up? Janet, you help me look in the back office. Is anybody's hand up? Who wants to say what they see in this picture? Do we have any hand raised?
Not yet.
What are we waiting? I need somebody to tell me what they see. What do you see, Janet?
Okay, I see women winning together. Okay, we have Frank's hand up.
Yes, Frank, you've got the floor. What do you see?
Okay, I see everybody winning together, winning the race together.
All right, that's absolute. And the same thing Janet just said, she see women winning together. Now, this is global peace and conflict management. They want to win with you together. They don't want to get to the finish line all by themselves. They want to win with every one of us. And that is why we do what we do every month. They don't believe in getting to the finish line all by themselves. For them, they haven't won if you are not there with them, if every one of us is not there with them. So this is Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management, an institute where they want to win with you together, each other, going ahead. Here are my gentle reminders. Don't worry about the slide. It will be shared with you definitely. Like I said, we're here to learn with each other and from each other. So with that line, I want to say thank you to Frank and Janet for saying what they have seen on that slide. Let your heart do the talking. We all want to grow and flourish. In this teaching tonight, we want you to listen to understand. We want you to listen to each other, because most time we always want to only hear ourselves, but I want us to listen to each other. These are basic house rules, for all my lessons and workshops. So depending on our culture and our bringing, some of us want to speak our minds very well. Others want to let our hearts do the talking. But whatever the case is, yeah, sometimes even when your heart is singing out loud, you can inadvertently hurt our conversation partner. Sometimes somebody says, oh, what you said really irritates me or really hurt me. What do we do at that point? When somebody says to you, oh, what you have really hurt me, what do you do at that point? So did you want to help us? When you're having a conversation, listening with your mind, and then somebody says, oh, you just said something that hurt me. What do you want to do? Or what would you do?
Okay, I will rather apologize that I did not mean to hurt him or her, that I actually wanted to bring up how I felt about the situation, and then probably profile a situation that can resolve whatever issue we are discussing about. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Unkor Austin, what would you rather do in the same situation? Would you do something different from Soji?
I don't think so. As a regent of peace, I will apologize and nationalize peace.
Oh, thank you, gentlemen. So what you just, hello.
Yeah, Ken is my name. First of all, it is not expected that we should all think alike. Okay? So if I say something that is wrong, it feels it.
Oh, we're losing your voice to network, Isaac. Oh, I really want us to hear him. Isaac, we're losing your voice to the network. Can you type on the chat
what
box?
happens is that
Okay.
if I say something that, are you?
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
here now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Now, as I was saying, I said it is not expected that we should all think alike.
What I'm saying.
Expected that I should I'm not expecting that whatever I say should please him. For as long as what I'm saying, I understand it to be exactly what it should be. If he feels offended, I'll try to explain that this is what I mean. But if he insists on it being offensive, he may be assuming we are 2, 3, and it's offensive to 1. What I can only do is to try to make the person understand that, look, this is not what I mean. However, if you feel offended about it, I am sorry. But I tell it sincerely that my apology is just to let the matter go. I am not going to, that apology is not for the depth of my heart. For as much as I know that whatever I've said is pleasing, I know it is right. And maybe the other person that with us knows it is right. We cannot, like I said, every one of us cannot think alike. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Isaac. Do we still have any other hand up, Janet? Does someone else want to say something?
Yes, we have Mr. Isaac. The person that just spoke was Mr. Kenneth.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Kenneth. Okay, Isaac, you have the floor if we can hear you. I think we were losing Isaac's voice to the network, but let's hear. Isaac, are you speaking? Can I still be heard?
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Who is speaking? What's your name, sir?
Ambassador Lucky Nwagu.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I will apologize. I will react by saying, oh, my darling, sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. What I want to put before us is according to what the issue should be. I don't mean to offend you. So I'm very, very sorry. I want you to understand with me. Please don't be offended. We are not here to hurt anybody. Please forgive me. That's how we put it.
Thank you very much. Any more hand up? Or one more, then we go.
Mr. Titus, you can go ahead.
Yes, to me, I think as humans, we all have different views. The way you look at issues and what offends you might not be what offends other persons. But I think one simple language, though difficult to some persons, is that word sorry. If somebody projects a point or an idea and is not acceptable to you, well, that's your own, you're entitled to opinion. But I think in the simplest form, the person must have spoken with his or her mind and to the best of the person's understanding. And so at any point in time, your action or inactions offend an individual and that person considers it to be an offense, you just know that the best thing to do is to respect the position of that person by telling the person sorry and let it go. And then you move on from there, and not to add any other thing to that. For me, it's a simple language of making something that would escalate ordinarily to be doused. That's my own view.
All right, thank you very much, Titus. And I'm going to, yeah. I'm sorry, we can't hear you. We're losing your voice to the network.
I just got back.
Yeah, we still cannot hear you properly.
All right.
Yes, who is speaking? Yeah, send your message on the chat box. We'll appreciate. Oh, Isaac,
right.
type it on the chat
Okay.
box. We'll appreciate. And Janet, you can call me back when you see his message land on the chat box. So I'm going to say thank you to the last speaker, Titus, who says, I am sorry is the best thing to say at the moment, the first and the very best thing to say at the moment. And with everybody that says, I am sorry, I'm just lining you guys behind Titus tonight to say thank you very much. That is just what to say at the very first moment. I am sorry, that was not my intent, Then you pause the conversation about that topic. You could, start any other discussion. But the very first thing to say at the moment, it will be, I am sorry. Even if you want to explain further, the very first best thing to say is, I am sorry. Janet, do we have Isaac's message on the chat box, what he wanted to say when
Not
faced with
yet.
such a thing? Okay, I'll move to the next slide. In a training, we have a choice to be 1, prisoners, holiday makers, and explorers. We are all brought up with our own set of cultural values and social norms, beliefs, and knowledge. Now, there are those things that are acceptable and that are familiar to us. And there are many things that are the opposite. So when we encounter new ways of thinking, of feeling, of living, and of being, they are what? Unfamiliar. Sometimes when we encounter new things, they are unfamiliar to us. There might have been a way that you eat or you drink, and then here is someone coming to tell you or show you a different way you eat or a different way you drink. It will definitely be unfamiliar to you. And some of these, ways of thinking, some of these new encounters, most times are not acceptable. So we then have a choice to make. Are we going to be prisoners in this training? Are we going to be holiday makers, or are we be explorers? So we're going back to the chat box to type what you're going to be in today's training. Are you going to be a prisoner, a holiday maker, or an explorer? A prisoner rejects outright what we think is unacceptable or what is unfamiliar. A holiday maker refuses to engage with it, ignores, and moves on. An explorer examines, reflects, and critiques and consider how it can transform us, how what we're doing can transform us. So, which one are we going to be this evening? Let's see. Explorer, whoa. Okay. I'm going to start from Isaac. Isaac said we all have different levels of understanding. So the best and first thing to say is, I am sorry. Then you can explain. Thank you very much, Isaac. Oh, a lot of us say we're going to be explorers tonight. Learning in progressive yeah, so I would be an explorer, all right. Oh, explorer. I am also going to be an explorer tonight. Thanks, guys, for, letting it come. Yes, we will be explorers in this training tonight. When we choose to be explorers, what are we attempting? What we're attempting at is listening to what understand. When we choose to be explorers, we can be change makers. Here's a picture of Malala and Mandela. These people are public change makers and extremely influential ones too. Now, all of us are change makers within the circles of our own. What am I trying to say? We all cannot be Malala and Mandela. Some of us have bigger circles than others. As peace and conflict management members, we do not have to be Malalas and Mandelas of the world, but we can be inspired by those who are in the public eye. you can make that positive change in that your small round circle. I see a hand up, A74. Do you want to ask a question or make a contribution? We're concerned that your hand just might be paining you. Do you want to put it down? Okay. Can I still be heard? Confirm, Janet?
Yes, Ma, you can go ahead. I think the person's hand has been up since we started.
Oh dear. Okay. So by the end of the session, we may be closer to some answers. I hope that at the end, we will also have some clear and, clear questions that will be very important for us to grow. I hope that at the end of this session, we will have more questions about women in intelligence gathering. I like to show so here's my session outline. We're going to be looking at this few. We have historical contribution. We have challenges that women face in intelligence gathering, recruitment and retention. How do they recruit other women and how do you retain them? How do you keep them? What specialized skills would you need as a woman to be able to function in intelligence gathering? And then what technological advancement do you need to be aware of? What leadership roles can you play? And then how do we work-life balance? And then we're also going to look at future outlook. Future outlook. How does it help us looking at the future to be a better woman in intelligence gathering? During the World War II, women served as code breakers, as spies, as analysts, making invaluable contribution to the Allied war front. And in the Cold War, women were at the forefront of intelligence operations during the Cold War, gathering intelligence and navigating complex geopolitical landscapes. And today in the modern era, women still continue to lead in the intelligence community, applying their expertise in fields like cybersecurity, data analysis, and human intelligence. So historically, we can see that women have, contributed in diverse way at the order in doing intelligence work, in being in the forefront of intelligence and information gathering. I want us to look at this picture. Well, I already put the name there, but do you know who this lady is? If you know who she is, just type A, and if you don't, type B. I know you can see her. I already put her name, but if you know who she is, go to the chat box. Let's see. Yeah, somebody says A. Another person says A. Okay. Keep it coming. A. So we know who she is. This is Queen Amina. Amina, the warrior queen of Zaria. I'm just putting her up here while I explain challenges that women face in intelligence gathering. And I try to speak a little about her. Queen Amina was a warrior and a ruler of Zaria in the Hausa state, in which is now the northern Nigeria. Now, she ruled for 34 years, from 1576 until she died in 1610. 34 years. As an adult, she refused to marry for fear of losing power. Now, she's helped Zaria to become the center of trade and to gain more lands. During her 34-year reign in Zaria, she made them get so much wealth. She erected fortified walls around the cities and the military camp. On the top right side of my slide, you can see a picture of a wall. She became the first woman to rule the African kingdom. Now, she's still remembered for her brave, her smart, her talented leadership. And also in honor of, of her, a statue of her was built in the National Art Theater in Nigeria, where many people go to, look at it for educational institution and, all whatnot. With all of that she did, she still faced a challenge. And this is also what happened to a lot of women today in trying to gather intelligence information. Maybe I'll better put it this way. You have to let go of some things to be able to get the other ones, or to be able to achieve in the intelligence gathering society. For Queen Amina, what she had to let go of was what? Does somebody want to say?
Marriage.
Can you say that again? Ima Adele, are you
Can you hear me?
speaking?
Marriage. Yes, marriage.
Marriage. Thank you very much, sir. She refused to marry. She had a lot of people coming. She had suitors coming, but she refused to marry because of the fear of losing power. She wanted to stay focused. So for women that are out there doing great intelligent work, they face different challenges. Here, I just have three. They face gender bias challenge, work-life balance challenge, and visibility challenges. Women in intelligence have often faced gender bias discrimination and barriers to advancement, requiring them to work harder to prove their capabilities. A lot of times you see women out there doing great job, doing great things, and all of a sudden someone comes and say, look, you're a woman, you can't do this. Because you're a woman, you can't say that. Because you're a woman, you can't go there. Those are gender bias. And those are challenges. So some women want to come up, some women want to do stuff, but they seem to go back into their shell when they remember things like someone will come and say, look, you're a woman, you're not supposed to say this. You're a woman, you're not supposed to go there. So it's a big challenge that faces women in intelligence gathering. And you see a lot of people who are going to be able to do stuff, but they don't come out forward because of this gender bias thing. Sometimes you see women put it upon themselves. Oh, I'm just a woman. I mean, I'm not a man. I don't think I'll be able to do that. Again, is work-life balance. The demanding nature of intelligence work with long hours and high stress situation can make it challenging for women to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Because in intelligence gathering, you need to put in all of you. It requires all of your time. It requires all of your ability. So you have less time for work-life balance. You have less time to bond with your families. You have less time for a holiday. You have less time for your, taking care of yourself, because you need to focus. Another challenge that women face in intelligence gathering is what? Visibility. Now, the secretive nature of intelligence work can limit the recognition and visibility of women's contribution, making it difficult to inspire the next generation of women leaders. A lot of these women who do this intelligent works are not seen. despite the great work they do, despite the, serious, intelligent information and gathering that they put together, they cannot be seen. Their visibility must always be protected. So such women cannot do what other women are doing. Like, oh, I need to go here, I need to be here. Oh, they're like undercovers. So they can't come out to shine because of the kind of work or information gathering that they do. Recruitment and retention. Under recruitment and retention, I have 3 bubbles here. These are some of the ways that, in intelligence gathering, you can recruit and retain people. If you look at the top of the slide, I don't know, but can someone help us say what is happening there? What is the hand holding? What is happening, basically, when you look at that? We're talking of recruitment and retention. What could that possibly be? Do we have any hand up, Janet?
I don't know where to raise up my hand, sorry.
Okay, who is speaking? A daughter?
Yes.
Did I get it right? All right,
Yes,
the floor is
Adota.
yours. Go ahead. Welcome.
I can see 2 hands holding a magnet, and the magnet is obviously attracting some metallic stuff towards it.
Okay, so that's attraction. Any more thing for anybody else? Thank you, Ramatu.
Well, we have Christian, Mr. Christian, in the comment section, and he says magnetic.
Magnetic, okay. Any other one? Oh, all right. Kenneth, do you want to say something?
Not now.
Okay, thank you. All right, you are correct, Ramatu and Isaac. It's a magnet, is magneting something, but we can see that it's magneting and it's keeping it. That's the retention. It did not just magnet and let it loose. It didn't just magnet and let it go. Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management did not just magnet us and let us go. They are doing retention. And that's why we're having continuous training, so that at the end, we all can be where at the finish line together. So Institute of Global Peace and Management Conflict is not just about, oh, come and, be a member, you register and yeah, that's it. No, they are magneting you. They are keeping you. They are training you. Retention. Outreach, targeted outreach to women, highlighting the unique skills and opportunities in intelligence can help attract more female talent. When we have outreaches, we speak to other females about this intelligence gathering. It will attract them. Number 2 is mentorship. When you provide women in intelligence with mentors and role models that can foster professional development and support career advancement, you will recruit them and you will keep them. And the third one is the flexible policies. Implementing flexible work policy and supporting work-life balance can aid in the retention of talented female intelligence professionals. So like I said, this is one of what IGPCM does to retain the people that they are recruiting, to retain the people that they have as members. They are not relenting. If you go on our social medias, you see trainings, you see teachings, you see lessons going on a daily. So for recruitment and retention is what IGPC knows to do. And I think we should give it to them. Can we just unmute and give them some hand clap? Or if you want to do the virtual clapping, let's just unmute and give them some hand clap. It's not easy. Yeah. We have people all across different, chapters. Let's just give it up to them. Thank you very, very much. Thank Thank you. And when you talk of specialized skills, women in intelligence gathering, they need specialized skills to be able to walk through intelligent information gathering. Now, when we talk of communication, women often excel at what? Interpersonal communication and cultural understanding. Crucial skills for what? Intelligence gathering. If you're able to communicate, you will do well. In fact, you need it. It's a specialized skill. You just need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to communicate. And communication can be in so many ways, not just speaking to you. You can communicate in your attitude. You can communicate in your body language. Can I have people type in the chat box in which ways you can communicate? Because I don't think communication is just, talking to you and then you talking back at me. Yeah, you can communicate in several ways. Like I said, your body language, yeah, the way you roll your eyes. I remember in those days, the way your mom will roll your eyes to you. I mean, you will just understand clearly what she's trying to say to you. She hasn't said the word, but she has communicated to you. Do we have people in the chat box? Yeah, eye contact. Oh, non-verbal cues, body language. Exactly. There's so many ways. So as an intelligence gathering information female, you need to know, you need to have this specialized skills. Yeah. Most time, I think that the eye contact does it a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, non-verbal cues. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for letting it come in. Thanks, gentlemen and ladies. Wow. Exactly. I think eye contact is leading. So you need to know how to use eye contact to communicate. If you don't know today, you meet all those people on the chat box. Attraction, talking in parables. Talking in parables, we need to dissect that one to be able to get it, But I will just, let you catch all those people that say eye contact on the chat box. They need to teach you how to do that. Thank you very much. Oh, facial expression. Yeah. Some people say, I didn't say anything with my mouth, but your facial expression has said it all. And we also have coded language. Wow. This is very interesting. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Another specialized skills that you need to have to function well in women in intelligence gathering is what? Language proficiency. Many women in intelligence possesses fluency in multiple languages, enhancing their ability to gather and interpret information. I know most of us here can do more than one language. So let's go again on the chat box. Our chat box tonight, it's going to be really hard. So if you can speak just one language, let's see you type 1. If it's 2, you type 2. If it's 3, let's go on the chat box. Who's going to be the first? Wow. Chinwuba says 2. Okay. 3 for Janet. Wow. Ramat 4. Isaac 5. Is it progressing as it comes? Whoa. Okay. We have a tie. Some people say 3-3. We have another tie. 2 persons says 4. Okay. We have a tie of 2. But seriously, I'm going to start with you, Isaac. Can you unmute your mic? Let's hear the 5 languages that you can speak proficiently. Isaac?
All right. I can speak Idoma.
Okay.
I can speak Tiv language, Hausa, Ufia, and Igbo.
Wow. Thank you. Well done. I don't know how you did that, but I'm sure some people are going to come after you to teach them after this training. Yeah.
I grew up in some of those places. Now I'm living in one of the places. So that's it.
Okay. Now I'm going to let you say something to us, Kenneth. You say you can speak 4 languages. Let's hear them.
Woyena, that is Benin. Kakodi, Igbo. Baoni, Yoruba. How are you doing? English.
Wow. All right. Where are my lady folks in here? Where are my lady folks? A lady spoke earlier. Ramat, did I get it right? Did she say, how many language can you speak? I can't see her in the chat.
I listed 4.
4. Okay, I think you have a tie with Kenneth. Okay, let's hear yours. Which is the 4?
The 4 languages I can speak fluently are I speak English, I speak Hausa, I speak Nupe language, and I also speak Arabic.
Wow. Everybody be taking note who you're going to meet to teach you how to speak Nupe. You better take notes. I don't know. Well, Janet is going to help you because she's recording so you can hear them. Now we have a tie here for Christiana and Augustine. I'm going to let you go first, Augustine. You say you can speak 3 languages and Christian 3. So let's hear you, Augustine. Make sure you're catching them.
Yeah, I can speak Igbo.
Okay.
I can speak your language, English, and a bit of Edo language. That's 4.
Oh, okay. Now you've increased it. All right, Christian, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Well, I can speak Igbo, Yoruba language, and English language. That's the 3 languages I can speak.
Okay. That's the 3 Nigerian languages, right? Igbo. No, okay, there's no Hausa.
No,
West,
no Hausa.
you said 2. Let's hear your 2, West.
Okay, I can speak English and Calabarejo language.
Wow. So now, thank you guys. It's so amazing, you know. It's really, really so amazing how you can switch from one language to the other with somebody else and still making a whole lot of sense. It's really, really amazing, honestly. And I might be wrong, but I know that for all of us who can speak more than one language, if I allow us to tell us, you know, our experience and how the knowledge of this different languages has helped us, has, you know, made us scale through, we wouldn't live here today. Yeah. So, but you can see in a nutshell, no matter how small you think it is, 2 languages, 3 languages, you find out that once you're in the midst of these people, you're able to navigate, you're able to get information. So I want you to start looking at what you have today as a specialized skill. Don't just see that, oh, I can speak Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. No, I want you to know from tonight that you have a specialized skill in you. Not just the knowledge of it in your head that you can speak it, but it is a special skill in you. It's not everybody who's able to do this. So bravo to all of you who can speak more than 1 language, 2, 3, 4. I think the highest we have was 5. Or Juliet, is there anyone, Janet, is there anyone more than 5 on the chat box?
Yes, I think Isaac is saying 6, including English.
Okay, he's now included English because he had it 5. Well done, Isaac. You're really trying to take our present tonight, but let's get to the bottom of it and see. So critical analysis, women analytical and problem-solving abilities make them invaluable assets in interpreting complex intelligence data. I said this earlier, yeah? There is something about us women, there's something about our instinct, which generally people say, oh, this one is CARICOM. I mean, like we came in with it. We just know. And that is why I know the men in the house will, you know, confirm what I'm just going to say. That is why your wife sometimes, your spouse sometimes will say to you, I don't just, you know, there's something about this person that is not okay for me. Has any man here had, you know, the spouse say something like that to them at some point? You know, like, honey, I don't just, there's something about this person that doesn't just flow with me. A lot of time we say that, we women say that. And we're not wrong at the end of the day. So it's just a critical analytic, instinct that we already have in us. And then another specialized skill that you need to excel in intelligence gathering is attention to what? Detail. Women's attention to detail and ability to spot patterns can be crucial in uncovering hidden threats and insights. Sometimes you see some intelligence. If you watch some movies of some intelligent women that have been sent out to get information, you see what it takes to prepare those women and get them ready to go into a particular place and hack out an information. It might take that organization weeks, months, years to prepare that woman. She might go through rigorous exercises to keep fit. She might go through eating some kind of thing to just look somehow, so that when she comes in, she's not suspected about what she's coming to do. I don't know if someone has seen a movie like that. Has somebody seen something like that, where people are nurtured, are trained? Thank you. Ologo, your hand is up. You want to say something? If you're speaking, we can't hear you. Your mic is muted. You might have to unmute yourself. Okay. So it takes a lot of preparation. It takes a lot of, working these ladies, getting them into shape, getting them to look into some kind of thing that when they come in, you don't even, think that this is what they're coming to do. So they pay attention to detail in preparing the women and the women themselves going in there to do what they want to do. They also pay attention to detail. Look, you need 2 minutes, you need 45 minutes to go in here, get this information and get out of this place. So they're not there for frivolity. They're not there for, mixing up together. They just go focus, attention to detail, go get what they want, and they're out of that place. So you need those specialized skills. Another thing that we need to do well in intelligence gathering is technological advancement. Under technological advancement, we'll talk about cybersecurity, we talk about data analysis, we talk about artificial intelligence and remote sensing. Women are the top forefront of protecting critical infrastructure and systems from cyber threats. So this is just basically what I finished talking about. Women's expertise in data analysis and visualization is invaluable in extracting meaningful insight from vast amount of intelligence data. So you need to be technological aware. You need to be technological advanced. You need to study artificial intelligence. The other day I was watching the news and I saw that now in Kenya, you have robots serving in the restaurants. Whether we like it or yes, this, artificial intelligence, they are there, looking at us in the face. They are there and that's it. And I was saying, how do you go to the restaurant and the robot is now having to serve you? So AI and intelligence are here. Remote sensor. Women are leading advancements in 1 minute. Janet, confirm you can still see my screen because it things like it's blinking over here.
Yes, ma'am. I can still see your screen.
Is it steady with you?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Okay. Women lead advancement in satellite imagery and remote sensing. So today you can see, provide intelligence from a distance. You see people in a room somewhere and they're controlling what is happening in another country. That's technology for you. That's to the extent that, things can happen with women gathering information. Women here doing something so far away. You see tiny drones in form of ants flying around the camp, getting information. That's technology advancement for you. Another thing that helps in women intelligence information gathering is leadership role. You see women as trailblazers. You see them as mentors. We have said this before, and you see them as, innovators. Women have held high-ranking leadership position in intelligence agencies, paving way for the future generation that are coming. Time will not permit me to, list all these women and in different countries where they have done this, great leadership position, intelligence, paving way for other people that are coming, people from the younger generation. Female intelligence have also led and serve as mentors, guiding and supporting the wave of the talented next coming generation. What am I trying to say? Most of these women have people that they have brought up. We looked at, retention and recruitment and retention, where we saw the magnets and what was happening there. You don't just pull somebody or you're mentoring someone without a follow-up. Women in leadership are driving innovation and transformation within the intelligence community. There's a lot that women are doing undercover. A lot that we can't say, a lot that, we don't see happen on a daily basis. Great women doing great things, but undercover. Why? Because of the sensitivity of their job. Another thing we're going to look at is what? Work-life balance. Flexible schedule, parental leave, and wellness program. Now, women need these three to be able to function properly in intelligence gathering. There has to be flexible scheduling, providing women in intelligence with flexible work arrangements, such as what? Telecommunity and compressed work weeks. It can help them better manage their work and personal commitments. There has to be flexible scheduling. Now, for the fact that these women do this serious intelligence information gathering, doesn't mean that their whole year will just be in a place gathering information. There has to be flexible scheduling of what they do. There has to be time that they can take off. There has to be time that, they can be at work, just so that they can have a work-life balance. And then parental leave, I talked about people being able to have maternity and paternity leave, to support these women, especially when they want to start growing a family. It is just right to let them have what? Parental leave, so that they can come back and function better. Also, for wellness programs, it would be nice to introduce wellness program. So this will help them, detox themselves of stress, demanding roles. It can help them maintain physical and mental well-being. You can't just lock someone in somewhere and say, look, stay here for the rest of the year, getting information from me. At the end of the day, it's going to affect their mental well-being. So we want to make sure that there is wellness program ruled out for these women. So once in a while, they can declutter their brains, they can declutter their mind, they can declutter all of the stresses that they've been facing, in intelligence gathering and in information gathering. Now, I want us to look at the future outlook. Increased representation, technological innovation, global collaboration. This is looking at the future as the intelligence community continues to recognize value that women bring. We can expect to see more women in leadership roles and decision-making positions. So looking ahead, yeah, if the community continues to recognize this value, if the community continues to see it as importance, it's going to do what? It's going to help. It's going to expect that we see more women getting involved in this intelligence gathering information. Because why? It is what you call important that becomes important. And people begin to see it and people begin to look at it. It is because of how the Global Peace and Conflict Management Institute has been helpful to you and every one of us here. That is why we're able to sell it to someone else. Oh, I am somewhere that I'm getting knowledge of peace. I'm getting knowledge of how to, handle global peace. I'm getting knowledge of how to handle conflict management. That is why you're selling it in the future or even now. Why? You're increasing representation. So because this intelligence gathering, the women in it have seen how it has helped, how it has improved them, they are able to sell it. And if the community recognizes that this is good, I mean, the sky is going to be its limit. We can see how often we have induction in different states. Why? Because we're trying to increase representation in those places, not just increasing representation, but because of the good that we have also gained from Global Peace and Conflict Management Institution. When we come under technological innovation, women expertise in emerging technologies such as AI and cybersecurity will drive the next wave of advancement in intelligence gathering and what? Analysis. Now, when you see that, wow, a lady can actually be a mechanic and own a mechanic workshop, you start getting interested, true or false. But before now, you always think that, oh, mechanic work is just for men. But when you see that, oh, a lady can do this, you start getting interested. I have a lady who is a female carpenter. And the day I met her, I was, wow, So technologically, when you start seeing that women are in this form, women are in that form, they can do this, they can get information intelligently, you start getting interested. Now, under the global collaboration, women intelligence will play a crucial role in fostering international cooperation and addressing complex transnational challenges that requires a global perspective. They play a crucial role in fostering international cooperation and addressing complex under the global collaboration. So we can see a lot that women are doing in intelligence gathering. It's just massive. It's massive. But we don't get to hear it. Why? Because of the kind of work they are doing is also sensitive. You don't just come and, bring a woman out into the limelight and say, oh, this is the lady that went to ABC and got us that information we needed. We can't do that. So we help to protect them while they do the job. This is looking ahead. What possible contribution do I and can I make to global peace and conflict management? I mean, this is a form of assignment. Like in 5 minutes, I want us to write, or if you want to put your hand up and say something, what possible contribution can you make to peace, global peace and conflict management? as a member. I mean, it's not a graded assignment, so you can type on the chat box if you want. You can raise your hand and say something. And if you also don't have anything to say, no, no stress at all. But I just want us to reflect. I just want us to think. What can I contribute? What possible contribution do I want and can I make? It's not a graded assignment, like I said. I'm hoping that by now the chat box is getting hot. There is no right or wrong answer. Again, let me make us know that. Use any language you want. Some people that can speak 4 languages. This is where you have to show us. Yeah. Reflect and share one possible conflict management activity you want to initiate in, and why that activity. What possible contribution do I want and can I make to this institution? One possible conflict management activity that you want to initiate, if given the opportunity, in a group that you belong, in your family, in your community, in your environment. And why do you want to initiate this activity? So there are 3 things here. It's either you're telling us what possible contribution you want to make to peace and conflict management institution, or one possible conflict management activity that you will want to initiate after, tonight, after listening to all that we have said. What one possible conflict management activity do you want to initiate in your groups that you belong, maybe back in your churches or your, where places of worship, back in your community, back in your office, and why that activity? Let's see, is the chat box hot, Janet?
And so far, we're yet to have any response.
Wow.
Okay, okay, we have a hand up. We have a hand.
Oh, all right. I don't know,
okay,
but my screen
please.
here is really funny.
Okay,
Who
so
do we have a hand up?
Mr. Title says, I have few comments and contributions to make to this topic. Ramatu's hand is up.
Mr. Isaac said what? Could you read that again?
He says, I have few comments and contributions to make to the topic.
Okay, and Isaac is the one we always hear his voice shaky. I don't know if he
No,
can
this
speak
is,
at this moment.
no, this isn't Isaac, this is Mr. Titus.
Okay. And then we have somebody's hand up.
Yes, and we have another comment from Mr. Augustine Uzoma. He says, I want to be a positive peace ambassador. I will promote peace in my workplace and community. I want to collaborate with IGPCM to promote global peace.
Oh, that's absolute. Okay, let's have the hand up. Then we can now have the first message on the chat box, the one who says he wants to make a contribution.
Okay.
Let's have the hand up.
Okay, Raman, so you can go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. So with regards to what contribution I want to make to the Institute for Global Peace and Conflict Management, I'll say the biggest thing we can do as members is to raise awareness to our own inner circle of friends, families, and workers, letting them know about the existence of the society and how they can also collaborate and learn from them and see the great work that they're doing. And then with regards to, spreading peace, working in an institute or a tertiary institution, I will see how, a peace club or something to that effect could be put in place, like such a suggestion as to raising awareness and letting children, starting them young, and knowing that peace is something that's, everybody should try and imbibe, and having a society of such from their young ages, and even taking it down to younger children, that's children in primary schools and secondary school, collaborating with others and creating awareness about peace or having peace clubs and stuff like that. Like, it's a starting point anyway.
Wow, that's excellent idea. Excellent idea. I think I'm wowed with the fact that you said, oh, you're in a place of learning institute and you want to start like a peace club. I mean, that's just so amazing. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, ma'am. Janet, let's have a contribution, guy.
Okay, Mr. Titus, you can go ahead, please. It's your comment or contribution.
Okay, thank you, our dear facilitator. I think I quite appreciate you for the lecture. You have given us so much insight, and the lecture is quite encompassing, so elaborate. I thank you for the knowledge you've shared tonight. Your topic is women intelligence gathering. I just want to add, an intelligence gathering. Yes, society sometimes seems to appears to, be unfair to women, and I think that is the reason why this topic becomes so key as well, so that people will know that the issue of intelligence gathering is not only associated with the male. It goes beyond the male. It also encompasses the female as well, because the general belief that what men can do, women can also do, is also applicable in intelligent community. Away from that, before we talk about intelligence, it is good we understand what becomes an intelligence. You have been able to let us know women intelligence gathering quite okay, and you've made us understand their importance in information gathering. And the intelligence is actually a product of the information that have been collected, from the field, through the various sources, various means. It is this process information that becomes the intelligence. Because if you want to make decision, whether as a law enforcement organization or as a private individual running your business, and you want to probably procure information, intelligence as to how the environment you operate in is, I think you need to go there and acquire the necessary information. And by the time you now subject this information to critical analysis, at that stage, you're able to know what is relevant among those information you've collected, and what should be thrown away, what should be thrown away, and what should be taken to enable you make informed decisions that will bring about policy making, because it is key. And so, not every information that you see in the field becomes an intelligence, but every intelligence can be seen to be an information, because it must have been processed. It must have passed through the various stages. It must have been refined. Analysis must have been carried out on that information collected, the series of information collected before, resulting in producing the intelligence, which can now make an organization or even an individual make a decision. Coming to women in intelligence, yes, women are actually playing critical role. For instance, in our own establishment in the Nigerian context, we have the intelligence community that is made up of the DSS, the NIA, and then the DIS. That's the Defense Intelligence Service, the National Intelligence Agency, and then the Department of State Services. These are agencies of government that are responsible for intelligence gathering, and I'm aware the NIA is in charge of foreign intelligence issues that have to do with the overseas procuring intelligence on interests of the country. The DSS is saddled with the responsibilities within the internal setting, and then the DIS having to do with the military-related issues, intelligence that borders on military-related issues. And you will agree with me that women are actually involved in all these agencies as well, and they do a lot of work. Just like the points you mentioned, like the points you actually highlighted, like the issue of specialized skills. Basically, I'm aware that these intelligent communities are actually into clandestine operations. And so these skills women acquire, communication and all the skills that they acquire, is to enable them carry out their covert operation to be able to, gather the relevant intelligence that can be processed, the information that can be processed to get the intelligence that the organization or their handlers need to be able to plan for the operations or the plan for whatever they want to do. And I think women have been doing a lot in terms of leadership. In terms of leadership, I'm aware you can have, I think we're all aware of one of the women some time ago during President Jonathan's time, the likes of Marilyn Oga, who worked with the DSS.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's why I said time would not even let us to mention all of them.
Yeah, so a lot of them, and even some of the women away from her, I think I'm privileged to know some of them that are in positions of authority and are doing very well. And so the impacts of women in intelligence gathering is quite enormous. And the advantage they also have is that their effort is seen. Their effort is seen and is appreciated.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Because I've got to see some of the effort they've made and their DGs try to commend them and then even give them some kind of placement too, for men we are always very sensitive when it comes to dealing with women. For those of us who want to make sure they are treated very well, you want to.
Thank you so much, Titus. Wow.
For every effort a woman puts in, you want to give her that accolade and that honor, that recognition, and it should be well, celebrated. So women are actually doing well in intelligence gathering, and I think they can further be encouraged. The challenge they actually have also is that, when it comes to issue of work-life balance, it is an issue. It's a serious issue because the intelligence community, basically they are into clandestine operations. They are actually into more of secret jobs. If not because of the dynamic, if not because of the dynamic security situation now, that some of them are now coming out to come and do some kind of enforcement role just to complement the really
Titus, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I might have to, let me try to read what other people have put here. But I mean, was so grateful to have your contribution tonight, and that's absolutely excellent one. Thank you very, very much. You've just, summarized and gone around the circle for it. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Somebody says here, I want to be a positive peace ambassador. I will promote peace in my workplace and community. I want to collaborate with IGPCM to promote global peace. And then another one on the chat box, a win-win peace movement in our community. Peace is actually priceless. Yeah. And we have another one saying, organizing town hall peace clinic meetings, encouraging women participation in intelligence and information gathering, as they have natural gifting in that area. Yes, I agree with you. We do have natural gifting in that area. And then someone also said, I would like to mediate between communities with aim to putting an end to communal conflict. Thank you very much. This person says participation in discussion, join or initiate discussion on peace, conflict resolution, and social justice through clubs, through forums, and classroom settings. Wow, that's another amazing one. It's not easy when you have to initiate discussion on peace. Yeah. Somebody also says here, to promote peace in families, this is what they want to do, to promote peace in families and my community women's meeting. Wow. And from there, get to the entire town level in collaboration with IGPMC. Okay. This is amazing, Wow. Wow. Do we have more? Promote peace in our organization and among people through peace talks and positive impacts. Yeah, that's we have a tie on that. I will also demonstrate conflict resolution skills in my daily interaction. Wow, this is great. Daily interaction. Yeah, because peace is a daily thing. Yeah, promoting kindness and understanding as well to engage in mindfulness or mediation practices that foster inner peace and resilience, demonstrate conflict resolution skills in my daily interaction. That's a wonderful one. Yeah. Peace is first of all, an everyday thing for every one of us. Thank you to everybody that has put what, they will want to contribute, what they want to, make, what they want to do. One positive thing that, they will want to do with the conflict management. One activity we've seen just a whole lot: peace talks, peace club in the school, everyday peace within me. So, I mean, it's really been wonderful having all of us here and helping make this so interactive. I cannot stop saying thank you. Our chat box was really hot today, and it's because of you, all of you here. So I said here that before I leave, if you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. So nobody here is too small to make a difference. I mean, with all that we have said and we have put in the chat box, start small, start little, and you'll be making a difference. You are not too small to make a difference. I tell you, you are not too small to make a difference. I mean, first of all, you have the ability, specialized skill of being able to speak more than one language. That is already making a difference. It's not a small thing. Some people will have to pay so much to learn this language. Just like our last speaker was, adding to the whole discussion. Some people will have to pay for them to go and be trained to learn this language. But here you are having these languages at the tip of your finger. A specialized skill. What does that imply? You are not too small to make a difference. As small as mosquito is, if you sleep with it, you will know that mosquito is not too small to make a difference, because you're going to have to keep clapping your hand till the morning. And I'm not joking. You're going to keep clapping your hand till the morning. And another person said here, I will also demonstrate conflict resolution. Okay, I've read this. Oh, stable family, stable society. I love that slogan. Thank you very much, Ngozi, for that slogan. Ngozi, have we heard your voice here today? Do you want to unmute your mic and say something to us? Chimuba, are you on the call? Oh, we would have loved to really hear your voice. Stable family, stable society. I'm going home with this, sure, definitely. So with this, I'm going to say thank you to everyone. I'm going to say well done.
Hello, Chimuba is here. Chimuba is here.
Oh, we can hear you now. Yes, we want to hear your lovely voice.
Good evening. Yes, I run the NGO Good Family, Good Society International, and my vision is stable family, stable society. And so I feel that it's going to be very, very beneficial to promoting peace in families. Instituting a kind of a club, peace club, and all that for families and all that. Yes, yes.
So who hasn't spoken to us today? Janet, are you able to figure that out? Because I know some people came in whilst we were on and running already. Can we have the privilege of them at least introducing themselves in 5 minutes?
Yes, we have Mr. West. I don't think we've heard from him.
Mr. West, can we hear your voice? We have been talking about Women in Intelligence Gathering, and we have been talking about what we can do to promote IGPCM. In what way? West, are you there?
Hello, good evening, everyone. I've been participating from the inception of this meeting. Yeah, I introduced myself and then also.
Oh, you did.
Been participating.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. So, Janet, who else? Who is there? Who hasn't said a word to us? Let's have your hand up. Global peace and conflict management is a family. Who hasn't spoken to us today? At least just tell us hello.
Mr. Emmanuel.
Is there any hand up? Mr. Emmanuel, have you spoken to us today? Good evening. Welcome.
I was the first person that introduced myself.
Adele, okay.
The question regarding Amina of Zaria.
All right. So
okay, we have another Emmanuel that was referring to. Is it Wilcox?
Wilcox. Okay. Is Wilcox here on the call?
We also have the registrar with us.
So who is going first?
I think I have
We're
spoken.
doing this
Only
in just
I
5
didn't connect.
minutes.
Now network disturbed me. I just came back. I've spoken before now.
Okay.
Janet, you seem to just be calling all the people that have spoken before now.
No, I've not actually heard him speak. Probably I
Okay, I've been online. Only I have network issues, so I just reconnected.
Well, it's good to hear your voice. Thank you. Who
We
else
have
is there?
the registrar with us, Ambassador Tahule Joshua.
Good evening, sir, registrar.
Good evening,
Thanks for
ma'am.
hanging out with us this evening.
Well done, man.
Thank you so much. I can't even see my screen anymore, but okay.
It was from the discussion, and I just came in.
So thank you, everybody, and to our registrar. I'm handing back over the mic to Janet. Janet, are we running at a good time?
Yes, we are. So thank you very much, ma'am. We appreciate your time, and the topic was interesting. And personally, I learned a lot, and I believe everyone too learned a lot. Before we conclude, or before we call it a day, I would love Ambassador Joshua Tahule, the registrar, to address the participants, and then we can call it a night. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. First and foremost, I want to appreciate the speaker for her contribution, sacrifice to make sure that the training hold. And then also those that have paid and have spent their time to participate in the training. Most of you that have paid for this training today have been consistent, if I must say. You are doing well. You are doing well. We appreciate you for your consistency. And then, I believe that the knowledge we are getting will help us not just in our personal life, but in our businesses, in our politicking, in our other engagement, in our working places. I hope that the knowledge we are getting here will add value to what we are doing. So I really want to appreciate all of you for taking time to be part of this training, and also the solidarity that the River State chapter have shown, because it's one of their own that is making the presentation today. It's as if all the chapter members paid to participate. So I love that kind of solidarity anyway. So thank you very much. We really appreciate you and your commitment and dedication. So for me, have a wonderful night rest. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here. Honestly, we don't take it for granted. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Janet?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I hope we were able to grab the people